Hey, sis.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Sorry, Sean. We are gonna be later than we planned. What's wrong? The shuttle bus from the hotel had broken down. We had to use alternative transportation, and that was hard to find. We finally just got on it now. Really? Actually, things are a bit hectic over here, too. Naomi and the baby have disappeared. Disappeared? I think they're around there somewhere, but they just went away without saying anything. Well, it's hard to travel far with a baby. You stay at home and be prepared for when she comes back. Okay?
Thank you very much for today, Meg.
Sure. I'm glad we had a proper talk. I'll start looking into Kim tomorrow.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Sis, help me! What's going on with this? Oh, hi, Sean. How are you doing? I don't give a shit about greetings. Naomi hasn't come home since then, and I haven't heard a peep from her. And then your old classmate Kim suddenly came to me with that baby and demanded that I recognize the child and marry her. Oh, well, then she went at you right away. Do this to me! My brother was supposed to come back to the States temporarily, but a mysterious babysitting incident led to an unexpected situation. He was sent to a foreign country out of the promotion route. He was insisting that he did not want to divorce Naomi, but my mom hit him hard on the head and yelled at him, and he finally gave up. He reluctantly signed the divorce papers. He filed his marriage license with Kim, crying profusely. With his new wife and child, he left for a new country. Oh dear. I honestly think it was a blessing that Sean and Naomi had no children. Furthermore, later on, Sean and Kim each had an affair with a local, causing even more fuss. When I learned of this, I sighed loudly along with my parents. Well, it was none of my business. I decided to leave them alone.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Sean, are you okay now? Oh, Haley, I'm fine. What's up? Just wanted to do a final check on the meeting time for the wedding tomorrow, just in case. We'll be at each other's parents' houses tonight. So we'll each drive up with our own parents, and we'll meet in front of the entrance of the wedding hall at 8:30 in the morning. Everything good? Yep, it sounds good. Well then, good luck to us tomorrow. Yep. You're Haley, right? I'm Rose. What the hell do you think you're doing, marrying my Sean? You thieving cat. I've been in love with my childhood friend Sean for a long time. Sean has been my fiancé from the moment of my birth. He's my fate. He's my soulmate whom I have loved and adored since my previous life. So why is it that he's marrying some random woman like you? Sean's mine. Today's wedding is for me and Sean, and I will stop it. We're in the middle of the reception right now, and it's going to be buffet style by. So about Rose barricading herself in a public restroom in the park. I heard she tried to escape, but the police chased her, and she was caught in a big fight, with the park being blocked off. In fact, she pushed and injured a staff member of the ceremony when she was escaping from the ceremony site. She was also charged with obstructing officers from performing their duty. As a result of her many crimes, it was inevitable that she would end up with a criminal record. By the way, her parents are divorced and have separate families. Her brother is living abroad permanently, and her grandparents are in a nursing home. With no one to turn to, Rose was sued from various people for medical expenses and compensation for damages. Rose was saddled with a large amount of debt. We do not know the source of the debt, but it seems certain that she will not be able to lead a decent life for the rest of her life. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Hey, Olivia, why is there only $500 in the account? I thought I said to send the full 1,500. Hurry up and send the rest.
Mom, we talked about this the other day. Since I changed the transfer day, I'd send $500 on the 25th and the remaining 1,000 plus 200 on the 5th when I get my paycheck.
When we talked about it, I told you that's not the way it should be. 1,500 on the 25th and 1,500 on the 5th. You said you'd be sending $3,000 a month from this time.
I've already told you that's not happening. Stop trying to walk all over me. I have a life too, you know. I am not giving you any more money.
Olivia, that's enough. You'd best transfer the remaining 2,500 on the 5th. Don't test my patience, Olivia. You better transfer the rest of it. Olivia, where's the $2,500? I only see 1,200 in the account. Put the rest in right this instant.
We've already gone over this. I never agreed to $3,000 a month. I can't take this anymore.
I'm the one who can't take it. You broke your promise.
I never agreed to anything.
Well, I've decided your punishment for not sending the full amount.
Huh? A punishment?
I've already taken care of it. It's too late now.
I honestly have no words. $1,500 is more than enough to send home every month. You may as well stop asking for more because I'm not giving it to you.
Kim planned to take over my house because her parents were nagging her to work. So she decided to run away to her brother, who for some reason she thought was on her side. She wanted to get rid of me and have her brother take care of her. Also, her boyfriend was her ATM to make compensation payments. He quickly said goodbye to her when he learned about her true nature. So, Kim had no choice but to pay on her own. My parents-in-law were so furious that they threw her into a factory run by a relative. She's now working while mumbling and complaining, and annoyed by everyone at her workplace.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Andrea, today is our first meeting. Are you nervous? Yes, I am. I'm a little nervous. But I'm fine because Tom is here. Is that so? I called you because I was worried about you, but it seems like no problem. Tom and I have known each other since childhood, and now I'm also your sister-in-law. He's important to me. I thought I could give you some advice if you need. Thanks. I'm grateful that you made a group thread for us. I'll do my best to support him, so please help me. Well, I'll be watching you from afar. He's very important to me and I want a good person for him. Now that he chose you, make sure you live up to his expectations. Oh, sure. Well, I won't get my hopes up too much. I hope you can be a proper wife for Tom. Yes, I'll do my best.
Olivia, you don't have to say that to Andrea. She's doing her best. This group thread is for helping her, not preaching.
I know, Tom. But I think Andrea needs to work harder, so I've been kind of blunt of it. It's called the whip of love. Don't worry, Tom. I'll do my best to fit into your family like Olivia does. Well, you do your best. You wouldn't be as good as me, though. Like you, I have a long history with Tom and his brother John. I know. By the way, Andrea, are you good at housework? Tom is a picky eater. Don't force him to eat things he doesn't like. I'm good at cooking.
That's right, Andrea. Your food is one of the reasons I fell for you.
Oh yeah, you praised her for being a good cook. But taste is not the only point you should think about. Nutrition is the key for health. That's what a wife should be concerned about.
You're right. I'll do my best to learn various dishes and make Tom happy.
Okay, then I'm relieved.
Since Andrea is doing her best, I'll do my best too.
That's the spirit. Andrea, please take good care of Tom, will you?
Yes, I will. I will do my best to support him. Thank you, Olivia.
Well then, I'll see you later. Don't be clumsy in front of his parents.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing your kids, Olivia.
Yeah, I'll bring them all. Bye.
We finally did the wedding. It was great, right? It really was. Everyone was smiling and congratulating us. It was just like a dream day. I miss you now, darling. The dress was beautiful. The venue was beautifully decorated. Everything was perfect except for you had to leave right after the ceremony. You were stunning. I wouldn't forget how beautiful you were. Sorry, I have to leave due to the trouble at the office that only I can fix. Do you think it's a bad omen? Nah, don't say weird things. Everyone said you looked like a princess. Thanks. You looked really cool in your tuxedo. Everyone said you looked like the hero of a movie. Did they? That's quite a compliment. It seems like our friends and family enjoyed the time. It was a good wedding. Right. I was especially moved to tears when my father said, "Happy life," with tears in his eyes. I was also moved to tears when your mother said, "Please take care of her from now on." The first bite was fun too. It was such a beautiful cake that I was at a loss where to poke. And I made a mess putting cream on your face. Everyone laughed and gave us cheers. Yeah, and the first dance. The song we chose was perfect, wasn't it? Yeah. That song holds special memories for me, so I was really happy to be able to dance to it. I felt the same way. I felt like I could do anything with you, honey. Same here, darling. But I was also a little worried about my life from now on. Andrea, you don't need to feel anxious. We can overcome anything. I know. Thank you. With you, I'm sure we'll be fine. Of course. Let's keep the promise we made that day. Sure. I'll be with you through happy times and sad times. I'm so happy that I still receive many congratulatory messages from friends and family. You can tell that everyone wants us to be happy, can't you? I was especially touched when Grandma and Grandpa said, "Be good to each other forever." Me too. It was a real great day with all the family there. Oh yeah,
The food at the reception was delicious, and I was so happy that everyone said it was so good.
Yes, it was. And your speech. I almost cried when you expressed your gratitude.
Thanks. I wanted to express my gratitude to everyone. And I think it was because you were there for me that I was able to give such a moving speech.
I'm grateful to you too, honey.
I am really happy to be with you, darling.
Let's build a happy family together from now on.
Sure. I love you, Tom. I'll be with you forever.
Love you too, Andrea. We'll be together till the end of the time.
Hey, Tom. Why are Olivia and her 6 kids here in our guest room, making so much noise? Where are you now? When will you come back from your shopping?
Are you already back to the hotel? It's a little early until our promised time, right? I mean, didn't I tell you? I told Olivia that our honeymoon will be at a luxury hotel in Miami, and we will be staying in a suite room. Then her kids wanted to go. So I ended up booking another room for them, at the same hotel.
What? I don't get it. Why would you let your sister-in-law and her kids stay at the same hotel while you are at honeymoon? And there are 6 kids.
I told you before the travel that I'm taking Olivia and her 6 kids on our honeymoon. I also asked you to pay the bills and take care of the kids. Don't you remember?
I thought you were joking. It's way far beyond reality. I don't really understand. Why on earth you decided to bring them just because they wanted to come?
I told you, because they wanted. Do you need any other reason? They're frolicking in our room right now, but they're just curious about how the suite look like. They have their room to stay, so don't worry about it.
Huh?
Even though Olivia and I have known each other since childhood, she doesn't want to disturb the honeymooners' night out. She says John would be angry with her if she went too far. Olivia is very thoughtful, right?
If she was really thoughtful, she wouldn't have come along on the honeymoon in the first place, would she? And bringing 6 undisciplined kids with her, it's unbelievable.
Oh, come on. They are okay.
I just looked at the bedding, which was beautiful earlier, but now it's a mess. The flowers in the vase are scattered all over the floor and make it soaking wet. They drank and ate the juice and snacks in the refrigerator stocked in the room without permission, leaving food scraps and bags all over the place. I have no choice but to call the hotel staff to clean off this terrible mess. What will they think when they see it? It's really embarrassing.
Hey, they're just kids. Go easy on them.
Kids are kids, for sure. But we can't let them do anything. They might damage the hotel's property. I think they need some discipline. Don't you think so? Besides, I think it's probably wine that Olivia drank on her own and spilled, but there's a big stain on the carpet. This is definitely something that the hotel is going to have to reimburse us for.
Take it easy now. We're on vacation, after all. Don't worry too much and just enjoy time here. It's a lot of fun to have a childhood friend and her 6 kids on a honeymoon.
Hey, Tom. Could it be that you're trying to make me angry on purpose?
Huh? What's that?
I see. You really don't think that, do you?
Oh, that's right. My brother John is overseas, so basically they need to pay for utilities and other things double, right? Plus, with 6 kids, it's hard for Olivia to pay for travel. And she probably wants to have time to enjoy without kids once in a while, right? I want to make her happy too. So you pay the bills and take care of the kids, okay?
What? I don't get it. What are you thinking?
It's a good opportunity for you to practice parenting.
Huh? What are you thinking, practicing child rearing with someone else's kids on my honeymoon?
Olivia is our relative, and you will have relationship for long.
That's that. This is this.
If you don't want to take care of the kids, why don't you just go home? I'm just kidding. Well, it's Miami after all. Let's all have a good time together. Hey, Andrea? Where are you? You were so angry earlier, so I let you go your separate ways for now. How long are you going to stay mad at me? Don't be so childish. You didn't come back for the dinner we had reserved. I didn't want to waste it, so I invited Olivia. The dinner was great. It looked like a honeymoon for me and Olivia. Hey, come back soon. The kids are at the hotel's daycare. You're going to pay for that if you don't come back. Don't waste your money. The longer you're away, the higher the cost. Hey, Andrea, stop ignoring me and act like an adult. The honeymoon is almost over, and I can't find you anywhere. Where the hell are you? Olivia's 6 kids, whom you're supposed to be looking after, are completely out of control. With them around, Olivia and I can't enjoy our honeymoon properly.
You call this a honeymoon with Olivia? Honestly, I don't know whether to laugh or cry at that.
It's because you're not coming home. Olivia is taking care of me because my wife ruined the honeymoon.
Who do you think ruined the honeymoon? You brought others along without even asking. And I can't wrap my head around how the two of you are just carrying on as if this strange situation is normal.
Enough now. Just come back. Taking care of these kids is really tough.
It's ridiculous that you think I'm going back. I'm already back home.
What?
Didn't you notice that my carry-on case is missing from the room?
Huh? Seriously? Home? You mean our home?
I spent last night at a 24-hour restaurant, and luckily I managed to catch a flight home this morning.
No. What are you thinking?
Because you don't need me, right?
Of course I do. I'll need you to reimburse me for the accommodation fees for 7 people, including Olivia's kids. I paid in advance, but I'll be expecting you to cover your share later. My wallet's empty right now. But I was going to ask you to cover the extra charges when we checked out, remember? I mentioned it before, didn't I? Are you crazy? What the hell is wrong with your memory?
What are you even relying on? I had no idea Olivia and her kids were joining us. There's a limit to how much money I can afford to pay. That hotel costs at least $300 per night. Sure, the children's rates are cheaper, and the cost per person decreases with more people in the room. But why should I foot the bill for Olivia and her kids?
Consider it a fee for practicing parenting skills.
I never asked her that.
Don't you want to be a mom? You told Olivia you'd do your best to make me happy, didn't you?
Huh?
Think of it as a rehearsal for that.
Why are you bringing it up now?
Because you're going to have my baby anyway.
Me? Your baby? Can't you imagine how I'm feeling right now? Regardless, it's just absurd to think that you're practicing parenting with someone else's kids.
How is that absurd?
What I'm saying is it's highly irresponsible to take care of kids without any experience or knowledge.
Huh?
For example, you're aware that childcare workers require specific knowledge and skills. It takes time and experience to develop these abilities. Brief practice sessions won't suffice, and you should exercise caution in such manners. Even if someone has some knowledge or certifications, it doesn't automatically qualify them to provide childcare under all circumstances.
Is that what it is?
Typically, you wouldn't entrust your children to someone inexperienced if you possess common sense. Well, I don't believe Olivia possesses much common sense, to be honest.
Well, just handle the money for now. We'll chat later. Andrea, I need the money right away.
Huh?
I told you my wallet is empty. I'm trying to check out of the hotel, but the bill's much higher than I anticipated. I asked about the breakdown, and it turns out that Olivia racked up hefty charges on beauty treatments and room service. And they're all being billed to me. I was counting on you to cover Olivia's expenses here. If I don't settle this bill, I can't leave. Please, I'm begging you.
Tom, I've been thinking. You rely too much on other people's wallets.
What? We're a couple, so it's fine, right?
No, I'm not talking about that anymore.
Anyway, I'm not talking about who's going to pay for whose share now. I can't check out without money. I can settle up later. Money, for God's sake.
Why don't you just take the money out of your own account or use a credit card?
I didn't bring them with me.
Huh?
No, I thought I brought them, okay? I packed all my credit cards and cash cards in a small bag, but I can't find it. I wanted to do some shopping with them.
Oh, that's too bad.
What?
When I found around your dresser, I found it on the floor.
Seriously? Hey, please send me the money.
If you mean sending it to your account, that won't work, right? You don't have your cash card with you.
Oh, right.
Either way, I'm not going to give you my money.
Oh no, I'm seriously stuck.
That's true, and on top of that, there's more trouble waiting for you.
What do you mean?
Your brother is coming back.
What? John's coming back?
He got my contact information through your mother. He said he'd only suspected a relationship for a long time, but now he's realized the truth. He said he had always suspected you and Olivia. Even though he only comes home a few times a year, he still has 2 kids.
He always suspected?
Yeah, well, you didn't even try to hide it, did you?
No, what do you mean, relationship? It's just the 3 of us, including John, have always been close.
He said he knows a lot about you and her, and he wants to share it. So my parents and I are off to see him now.
Wait, what?
Then I'll stay at my parents' home and won't return.
Damn, I can't believe I have to ask my parents to send me money by registered mail. That's because you didn't come up with the money. I just wanted to make my sister-in-law and nephews happy, but everyone's getting mad at me.
Are you still going to lie about that?
Huh?
You planned to bring Olivia secretly on our honeymoon. All you wanted was to go on a date with her, but she was jealous of the suite. So you let her in it while I was away. And then I came back earlier than you expected and found out she was there. You pretended to be silly so I wouldn't find out about the affair, didn't you?
How did you know such detail?
John hired a private eye and the result of the investigation corroborated what I had seen. It's a stupid guess, but judging from your reaction, I'm sure it's true, isn't it? Are you really crazy?
Seriously, you know almost everything.
By the way, I heard they're going to do a DNA test on Olivia's kids.
Oh yeah, John told me on the phone. I said it wasn't necessary.
He asked you to submit a specimen too, right? Olivia had a lot of boyfriends, didn't she? I can imagine some of the consequences, but it doesn't change the fact that we're getting a divorce. Well, depending on the case, I might charge you a lot of alimony.
Don't scare me, will you?
Well then, a lawyer will be there shortly, so please talk to him.
Andrea?
Please don't contact me directly from now on. Please go through my lawyer.
No, wait a minute.
I don't have anything to say, so goodbye.
Andrea.
John and Tom's mother was proud of her close-knit family and genuinely thought Tom was helping John's wife because her husband was overseas. However, the results of the DNA test showed that her vision was wrong. Shockingly, 3 of Olivia's kids were actually Tom's. To begin with, she had an iffy relationship with Tom even before she started dating John. John was shocked and divorced Olivia, declaring that he could no longer stay with them. But to his mother, they are still her grandchildren. She couldn't just throw them away and decided to have Tom and Olivia get married and raise all the kids. Olivia, who used to be a housewife, now works from morning to night to pay the alimony. She's having a hard time making ends meet. It seems that the relatives are discussing how to support the children in the future. I just hope that they don't get caught up in hell that their parents have put them through. And John is so shocked that he can't even eat. It's hard for me too, but I guess he is even more hurt by the betrayal of 2 people he had a history with and trusted. No wonder the bond between the siblings has been broken beyond repair. He is paying for his kids, but he has gone back overseas, saying he will never return home again. The rash decision hurt the whole family. I think this time has been a good lesson and I will enjoy my life.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Sophia, but I've had a reasonably relaxing time. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad I was able to come up with the money for you. Anyways, the house is empty, and there are divorce papers in the living room. What's this all about? It's nothing to be surprised about. He moved out. What? Moved out? What do you mean? Don't you understand? You know, Kyle left you. What? Actually, a week ago, a young lady who is dating Kyle came to my house. She said she was pregnant with Kyle's child. If my son's girlfriend has a baby, I don't need you. So my son is leaving you and getting a new wife. The new girl has a good job and is independent. She's so much better than you, who's a parasite. So you're saying he's divorcing me because he's having a baby with the woman he cheated on me with? So he moved out while I was on vacation? That's right. I didn't want you to cling to my son and beg him not to leave. So I kicked you out in the name of traveling. And Kyle moved out of the house while you were gone. I moved into his new house as well. You didn't want to move in with me, but the new girl was more than happy to live with me. I see. Now I get it. Yes, that's right. I don't need a parasite like you who depends on Kyle's money. Instead, a young, pretty, and capable bride is coming with my future grandchild. Get out of here, you useless parasite. I understand. I'm fine with that. I'll leave. I'll file for divorce immediately. Thank you for all you've done for me. Really, this whole time we've spent together with you, Kyle and I have wasted our precious time and money. I'd like you to pay me back if possible, but I'm not that evil, so I forgive you. It's a mercy for you, who's going to be a miserable poor person from now on. So don't ever come see us again, okay? We don't know you anymore. Get lost. Hey, Sophia! Pick up! Oh, hello, Tracy. Can I help you? I'm actually pretty busy, you know. You? How much trouble do you want to cause us? You stole Kyle's money. Give it back, you thief. Don't you forget how much you owe Kyle, you ungrateful bastard. Excuse me? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me. I went to the bank to withdraw some money, and the balance was almost zero. You're the one who stole it. That's a false accusation. Kyle and I had completely separate bank accounts, and I don't know the PIN number of Kyle's bank account. You liar! As soon as I told the girl we didn't have any money, she left us. She said she didn't think we were so poor or something like that. Who's the girl? Oh, Kyle's new girl? At the end, she said that the baby wasn't actually Kyle's. I can't believe it. That slut cheated on us. Wow, what a story. What's more, Kyle had other girlfriends in the past who were married or engaged at that time, and their partners suddenly accused Kyle for messing around with their partners. And they're demanding compensation. Ah, that's terrible. I spent all my money on moving, so I don't have any money either. I'm going bankrupt like this. I want my stolen money back now. I can sue you if that's what you want. I'm telling you, I didn't steal it. You can't steal money from an account that has a zero balance to begin with. What? What do you mean by that? Huh? Don't you get it? He drank alcohol every day, spent tens of thousands of dollars on gambling. And he also spends a lot of money on all kinds of girls. Do you think he'll have any money left over? He doesn't even earn more than $1,500 a month. Really? That's a lie. There's no way Kyle's salary is that low. What? You didn't know? Have you never seen his pay stub? No, but if that's the case, then how have you been making a living? You can't even pay the rent for your house with that kind of pay. How did he make a living with a full-time housewife? Where did the money come from? From my income. What? Well, technically, I wasn't a full-time housewife. I was working at home to earn money. What? The company I resigned from when I got married. Actually, I pretended to have resigned and kept working. The company didn't want me to quit, so they asked me to continue working. I was working remotely during the day when Kyle wasn't around. That's why we were able to live without Kyle's money. Hey! Why didn't you tell me that? How can I tell you? You don't know why I decided to leave the company? It's because your son caused me so much trouble. He made prank phone calls to the company and left rude comments on our website. He stormed directly into the company, tried to riot, and tried to hurt the receptionist. He did all that just because he wanted me to quit. And he did it because he didn't like that I made more money than him. No! That's a lie! Kyle said you quit on your own. He said you quit without consulting him and became a full-time housewife. Ah, so that's why. That's why you were so hard on me. That makes sense. Well, we were both cheated by that scumbag, weren't we? For 2 years. That's funny, isn't it? Well, it must have been bad parenting to raise a man like that. I'd like to see his parents' faces. Oh, you can look into a mirror, Tracy. I can't believe Kyle was lying. Oh my. Well, that's why you don't have to worry about me. I make at least 4 times as much as that guy, and my new house is comfortable, especially without that nasty money-eating insect in sight. And I don't have to deal with an outdated crazy woman as well. It's nice to be able to do my job with dignity. It makes me feel like a fool for having to hide working for a man like that. Why didn't I get divorced earlier in the first place? I guess my brain was frozen at that time. I regret the wasteful thing I did. Well, that's all right. It's over now. Well then, I'll be fine. Farewell, Tracy. Wait a second. If that's the case, fine. You can come back. I'll let you and Kyle get back together. What? Did you hear what I said? Are you deaf or something? Who would get back together with that guy? That alcoholic, gambler, moneyless, brainless man with a brain in his lower half. It was you who kicked me out in the first place. And now you say I'll let you get back together with him? Who do you think you are? Because we are in a difficult situation right now. We don't have a new wife or a grandchild, and we're charged money. I have no money. I don't even have enough money to buy food for today, and Kyle is depressed. So what? You think I would help you? Kyle and I are divorced and we're complete strangers. I know that. But you know, we were once a family. Don't you think you want to help us out of the goodness of your heart? You want me to support my ex-husband, who cheated on me, and my ex-mother-in-law, who tolerated it? Please put an end to your nonsense. If I was that good-hearted, I'd be showcased in a museum. I will never help ungrateful people like you. I refuse to help. I don't want to have anything to do with you people ever again. No, wait! I'm in real trouble. Help me! Please help me! I can apologize for whatever I did in the past. Kyle and I will both apologize sincerely. Help! Your apology is worth nothing to me, you know. Even if you apologize, my precious time and money won't come back. I do want to charge you the money I spent. But I don't feel like tormenting already poor people, so that's fine. You guys should blame your own stupidity. Well then, take care. After texting with Tracy, Kyle called me as well. He was constantly whining and bothering me, so I blocked his call. Those people kicked me out, and only 3 days later, they depend on me for help. I can't help but laugh at how fast they've fallen from grace. Actually, I was the one who contacted the partners of Kyle's old girlfriends. That's how I put Kyle in a tight spot. Later, it seems that Tracy borrowed money from a loan shark and paid the compensation. Kyle's gambling addiction and womanizing never went away, and they live hand to mouth. Finally, he tried to flee at night to escape from debt collectors. But he was easily caught and taken away by scary people. He's a really stupid guy who don't repent until the end. As for me, I have settled down in my new residence, stopped working remotely, and returned to office to work. I am working hard just for myself. On my days off, I like to hang out with friends and go on short trips. I want to enjoy myself to the fullest after 2 years of putting up with so much.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
How did someone like Linda end up in the sales, which is the top department? I've been wondering. I heard that the former sales manager had a connection who owed her a favor and couldn't turn her down. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Besides from pouring beer on me, Linda really provided very little for the company. Apparently, a damage report was filed in connection with an 18-year-old employee. I talked to Mark and decided to give priority to that case. After that, Linda was saddled with a large amount of debt, either as a settlement or as a consolation payment. Now, to repay her debts, she is working a series of grueling jobs. She is now living in extreme poverty, complaining, "Why me?"
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Tony? What time will you be home today?
Huh? Mila, don't try to keep track of my every move. Honestly, you and I as a couple is only superficial. Even our honeymoon starting this weekend is just a formality, since I'm a son of the head of our corporation. I'm only going with you for the sake of appearances. You're just a useless wife who was given to me in a political marriage. Don't you dare to restrict my lifestyle. I am a free man.
I don't understand what you mean by that. Actually, I was told that your dad will be here.
What? My dad?
You told me your carry-on bag is broken, so you were supposed to borrow your dad's on very short notice for a honeymoon, weren't you?
Oh, that.
He's bringing about 3 different kinds, so he wants you to choose which one you'd like to use.
How long did he say it'll take for him to arrive?
I think about half an hour.
That's just in time, man. I'll be home soon.
Okay. Come home safe.
Mila, about the flight to LA, you take the one after the one I'm taking.
What?
We'll meet at a hotel on our honeymoon when we check in. Until then, we are both free. And I've reserved another room for you. You can stay there.
Excuse me? Tony? That doesn't sound like a honeymoon.
Listen, you know our marriage is just a formality, right? Then of course the honeymoon will be just a formality. Don't you even understand that?
But we still got married. I was hoping that our honeymoon would be an opportunity for us where we could deepen our relationship with each other.
That's your own idea. Don't impose your values on me.
So, are we not spending the time together in LA?
That's what I mean.
People say I'm low-key and quiet, and so I'm often considered as a timid person. Not only had Tony misunderstood the relationship between our dads, I guess Tony underestimated me as a woman who could not fight back in any way. That's why he was repeatedly cheating on me with multiple women. Anyways, since we had a broken marriage from the very start, the amount of compensation I could claim for my emotional pain was small. But the husbands of the women with whom Tony had affairs were more upset than I was. Surprise, surprise! All the women Tony was messing around with were married. So Tony, my ex-husband now, was sued by each of the women's husbands for moral damage. As a result, my ex-husband was disowned by his parents and got fired from his job as well. He is now working as a day laborer and doing part-time jobs to make ends meet, while continuing to pay what he was claimed. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
The day after this, my mother-in-law showed up at her brother-in-law's house. In fact, her brother-in-law hadn't been in contact with her for the past 2 years. When he received a call from Matthew, he was preparing how to deal with her, thinking that she would go there next. So at the same time that my mother-in-law showed up, her uncle, who is a relative that my mother-in-law has a hard time with, appeared on the scene. He was going to place her in a live-in workplace through a friend of his. She was put in a black van that appeared at the uncle's signal, crying and sobbing, and left. Now she is working hard, being worn down by strict senior workers. As it's a live-in job, I guess it's good that she could find a place to live. Finally, I blocked her number. Once we get settled, Matthew and I will change our phone numbers. Cheryl, it's been a while. Do you know who this is? Of course. You must be Nina, Mitchell's mother. It's been a while. This is the first time you've called me, isn't it? Have we not talked since my daughter's wedding? Yes. It's been a long time since we exchanged numbers at my son's wedding. I never thought we would be having this kind of conversation when we exchanged back then. What do you mean? Allison is with you now, isn't she? I guess she had a fight with Mitchell, and she ran out of the house.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
What the heck, Sydney? You were getting ready for the trip today, weren't you?
Oh, Barbara. Well, I was packing. Is there something wrong?
You're such a brazen person.
Why do you say that?
Don't you get it? Having the daughter-in-law along ruins the family trip.
A family trip. Right.
That's right. Don't you remember your place as the daughter-in-law?
I haven't forgotten.
You're an outsider, so it's no fun having you around.
Oh, I see.
Honestly, I was against Theo marrying such an impertinent woman. And to think you haven't quit your job. You should be a full-time housewife and support your husband. Poor Theo.
He supports my decision to keep working. Besides, my job is important to me.
Important? What are you talking about? What you should value most is the family.
Yes, it is indeed, but so is my job. And isn't what you're saying a bit contradictory?
What do you mean?
You tell me to value the family, but then you say not to come on the family trip.
Enough already. A daughter-in-law should serve the family but not get in the way. Whatever. I'll think of a solution.
A solution?
You'll find out soon enough.
Okay.
Sydney, I've done something.
What happened?
Oh dear, what am I going to do?
So, what is it?
Oh no, really, what should I do?
Barbara, please just tell me what you want to tell me. The dramatic act is annoying.
Annoying? You, Sydney. Towards your husband's mother.
So, what do you want to tell me? I know your true nature, so there's no need for this dramatic lead up to the nagging. Just get to the point.
You're really not cute at all.
I don't care to be cute to someone who bullies me without trying to get along.
Fine. I don't have much time anyway. Actually, I tore up and threw away your passport, so you'll be staying home. Theo says he prefers if you stay home too.
You threw away my passport?
It's your fault. Trying to brazenly join the family trip. You were planning to meet us at the airport, weren't you? But without a passport, you can't check in.
I see. I don't quite understand what you're saying, but I should just go home, right?
Exactly.
Well then, it's goodbye forever.
What?
Nothing. I'll be going home now. Honey, do you have a moment?
Yeah, what's up?
Did you give my passport to your mom?
What? No, I don't know anything about that. I wouldn't have your passport. Why are you asking? You took it with you, right?
Well, yes. Otherwise, I couldn't board the plane.
Did something happen?
I just got a message from Barbara. She says she tore up my passport and threw it away, so I should stay home.
What? What's that about?
I have my passport with me, so there's no way she could have thrown it away. But she was so confident about it that I got a bit worried.
I'll try to find out what's going on.
Thanks. Where are you now? Aren't you with your parents?
No, I'm away from them right now. I thought I should separate from them to give you an update. So I came to the restroom, and then your message came in.
Okay.
Well, we both can't stay on the phone, but things are mostly going according to plan on my end.
No issues on my end either.
Understood. I'll head back now.
Okay, take care.
Take care of my sister.
Sure. Safe flight.
Thanks. You guys too.
Sydney, I wonder if you're feeling lonely at home right about now. Hawaii is amazing. Because you didn't have your passport, we couldn't bring you along. But that turned out to be the right decision. It's just me, Dan, and Theo, a family-only affair. Trips are definitely the most enjoyable with this crew, the most relaxing.
If it's supposed to be a family-only affair, wouldn't it be unnatural without Katie?
Katie? She's not family like you.
Even though she's Theo's sister?
I won't have a misfit in my family. Ugh, really? I'm having such a good time. Why bring her up?
You speak harshly of your own daughter.
Daughter? She's just a freeloader. Theo is enough for us. I think of us three, me, Dan, and Theo, as a family.
I see.
Anyway, aren't you jealous? Today I'm going to enjoy the beach to the fullest and then go shopping.
Not really. I've been there many times before.
That's why people say you're not cute. You really are just a rude daughter-in-law with no manners.
When you say it like that, there's no room for argument.
If you're not going to reflect, then keep quiet.
I don't need you to tell me that.
Who do you think you are?
Just a daughter-in-law, you know.
Huh? What did you say? Ugh, talking to you just makes me sick. Such a waste of a Hawaii trip.
It was you who contacted me.
Okay. Let's just end this here.
Mom was furious, honey.
Why? Did I do something wrong?
She wanted to boast about her family trip, but she felt like you got one over on her instead. As usual, you sure know how to provoke her.
So you were watching?
Well, she thinks I automatically side with her just because I'm her son. She made me read the conversation.
Sorry to cause trouble.
Oh, by the way, about the passport that Mom said she threw away. She thought you were going to meet us at the airport.
Seems like it. She saw me packing when she dropped by it unannounced. A different destination, but she misunderstood that I was joining the family trip.
I saw something like a passport in her bag and checked it. It turned out it was a fake passport.
A fake?
Well, not really a passport. Just a regular notepad, made to look like one.
Huh?
Remember the passport-like notepad you got from a friend before?
Oh, that notepad? It does look like a real one. But anyone would realize it's fake if you open it, right?
Usually, yeah. But Mom's eyesight isn't great. She's starting to get farsighted, but refuses to admit it and doesn't wear glasses.
She doesn't want to admit she's aging? But saying she tore it up and threw it away was a lie, huh? She thought it was real and probably felt it would be bad to chuck it in a bin.
She secretly took the notepad she found during the surprise visit and even brought it to Hawaii.
To go that far for harassment?
And Dad didn't notice either, apparently.
Huh? Even him?
He usually wears reading glasses, but this time he came with regular sunglasses to look cool. Both of them are silly together.
Anyway, thanks for confirming. I was worried she might have thrown away someone else's passport or something. It looks like it's all good.
Yeah. Oh, how's Katie doing?
She's doing great. Moved into our new place the day before yesterday, and she's really happy to have her own space for the first time at 20. She seems genuinely excited. Also, when you get here, she's supposed to get her first phone ever, right?
Yeah, that's right. She's been asking our parents for it for ages, but never got one.
She's thrilled to be able to chat with friends. She's really looking forward to it.
That's good to hear. Being the eldest son, I have been overly pampered by mom and dad. I really caused her a lot of hardship.
Tomorrow, I plan to go shopping around town with her while I'm here.
In that case, tell her I don't mind spending money on her and she can buy whatever she likes.
Okay, I'll let her know.
I'll be making moves for my return home tomorrow too.
Got it.
Sorry again about mom causing you trouble, like saying she threw away the passport. It was just an attempted stunt this time, but she really might do something like that.
Well, yeah, but it's fine. I'm used to her antics. I never hand over an important passport. More importantly, we need to do something for Katie.
Yeah, she's doing her best in a new environment.
Let's support her for her future.
Yeah, thanks, honey.
Let's give it one last push. Let's go.
Yeah.
Theo, Dad and I have already arrived at the airport. You still can't make it here? Seems like you were on the phone with someone at the hotel. Is everything okay?
Sorry, Mom. Actually, it's not.
Oh no.
I've decided to take a different flight back.
Why?
There's a sudden work issue that came up.
Work?
I was on the phone with my boss. Apparently there's trouble with a client. I've been assigned to handle it. I can't go to the client immediately, but I need to communicate via phone and email. So, I'll be staying here for a while.
But during our family trip? Can't someone else handle it?
I've been handling this particular client for a long time. Apparently, it has to be me.
I see.
So go ahead and check in.
Are you really going to take a separate flight?
Yeah, sorry, but that's how it has to be.
I feel uneasy without you. I'm not really familiar with the procedures for boarding a plane.
Dad knows and is with you, so you'll be fine without me.
Well, that's true.
Okay then, I'll get to work now. I wasn't sure if I'd need it, but bringing the laptop was the right call.
I was thinking we could share memories of the trip on the flight back. It's really a shame to go separate ways at the last minute.
It's work, so what can I do?
But still, it's supposed to be a special family trip, you know.
I understand, but this is important too.
Really? If you say so, then okay.
Dad's there too, so it'll be fine.
Yeah. Well then, take care and come back safely.
Got it. You too, Mom. Honey, the plan was a huge success. I told Mom about the sudden work issue. She totally bought it without any suspicion. Mom and Dad are definitely on a plane that has already taken off. I'm also getting on a plane to Paris right after this.
Nice. Everything's going as planned. Good job.
Thanks. I'll be on an international flight for almost a whole day from now. I'll turn off my phone soon.
Okay. Barbara will definitely try to contact me, so leave it to me.
Sorry about that. Thanks. Mom's going to freak out, but just handle it smoothly.
It's okay. I'm used to it. It's nothing new.
True.
Take care. Hope you can rest well on the plane.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I land.
Got it. I'll do my job here too.
Thanks a lot. Well, talk to you later then.
Sydney, do you know where Theo is? I just checked my phone and got a crazy message from him. Since then, I've been calling but can't reach him. He hasn't read my messages either. Hey, Sydney, reply to me now.
Oh, you're later than I expected.
Huh?
I was expecting to hear from you sooner and was on edge.
I got home tired and fell asleep right away. And I realized just now that my phone was off.
You just saw the declaration of estrangement I was sent after you got on the plane.
You know where he is, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Tell me quickly.
He's on the plane.
Oh. So he's on his way home, right? If I hang around the airport, I can see him.
It's pointless.
Why? What do you mean?
We're being transferred overseas.
Overseas assignment?
We work for the same company and have talked about being in the international department, haven't we? The company is strengthening our overseas operations, so we've been ordered to go.
I had no idea about this.
Of course, we didn't tell you.
Why not? I don't think deciding to live abroad is something you should keep from your family.
Can't you guess why he declared estrangement?
No, I can't. After all the hopes and doting, he wouldn't do something like turn against his parents. You probably influenced him somehow. Give me back my son.
Oh boy. Seems like you haven't noticed other changes either.
Huh? What changes?
What about Katie?
Huh? Come to think of it, haven't seen her since I came back. Wait, what's going on? Where did Katie go?
Did you just notice?
All of her stuff is gone.
Wasn't it 2 small chests of drawers in the corner of the living room? Even though she lived in that house for 20 years, that's surprisingly little stuff, right?
Just giving her 2 of them is generous enough for such a failure.
Failure? What made you decide she's a failure anyway?
She's slow at everything she does, and her grades are nothing to write home about.
The high school she attended is among the top in the state.
Oh, yeah?
Well, it seems like you're not very familiar with school matters, so you probably didn't realize how difficult it is to get into that school.
You're so annoying. She was just lucky. Even if it's a top school, her grades were probably lower compared to others.
She consistently ranked in the top 3 of her class.
What? You're kidding.
No, I'm not. Especially in French, she's at a native speaker level.
French? I've never heard she was learning French.
Yes, not. You just didn't know because you weren't interested in her.
That's not true.
Really? Then do you know how much she studied every day?
I wouldn't know that.
That's the issue. You weren't interested in her. You didn't see her efforts or accomplishments.
But she's a failure.
No, she's not a failure. She's achieved everything through her own efforts.
We didn't give her a room of her own. When did she manage to study?
Apparently, she was going to the library until late every day.
I thought she was hanging out with friends all the time.
In that environment, Theo and I were afraid her talents might be wasted. With her consent, she'll be living with us overseas. Our assignment is in Paris. It's perfect for her, who is fluent in French.
Wait, is she already there?
Yes. She's also considering going to university here and is determined to work hard.
What in the world?
I understand you're shocked, but we're not finished yet.
Ugh.
There's one more thing.
What else could there possibly be?
It's about your husband.
What? What on earth is going on? Earlier, I checked Dan's room. His things are gone too.
I don't know the details, but I've heard about him gradually moving things out.
Where is he?
I haven't been informed about that.
That can't be true.
Well, if I have to say, he apparently left his job on good terms.
Left his job? Why?
He's moving far away. Shocking news for you, I'm sure, but in reality, he's been seeing another woman for years.
What? I can't believe this.
I suppose so, but he left you to live with that woman.
Is this a joke?
Nope. He couldn't bring himself to ask for a divorce until now.
But
I heard he decided to go through with it after the family trip.
Does Theo know?
Yes, Dan told him about his intention to divorce.
Why didn't he tell me?
I suppose he couldn't. Perhaps he didn't think you would accept the divorce. But Dan said he plans to pay alimony because it's due to his infidelity.
I don't need any alimony. I can't live alone. I don't want a divorce at my age.
I understand how you feel, but...
Please, Sydney. Please help me and convince Dan.
I'm sorry, but I won't take anyone's side.
Why not?
Because you both have been bullying me for so long. Frankly, I don't feel inclined to help either side.
What? What have we done to you?
Do you really have no idea? You've both mistreated me, demanding that I serve the family because I'm a daughter-in-law. But you never truly accepted me as part of the family. Even this time, despite it being a misunderstanding on your part, you claimed to have thrown away my passport, which you always carried with you.
It was just a prank.
Even if it was a prank, it was too malicious.
So, what should I do? I absolutely don't want a divorce.
You'll have to leave it to a lawyer from here on.
A lawyer? No way.
Both Theo and I will cut ties with you.
Wait a minute.
Well, I have nothing more to say.
Sydney!
Goodbye. The in-laws got divorced. Dan married his mistress, but after paying alimony to Barbara, he was left with no saving. He now lives in a run-down apartment, struggling to keep afloat. It's far from a happy marriage. Barbara, now alone, has become a recluse, living off the money from the property division and alimony, scraping by day. Neighbors who know the situation whisper amongst themselves that they knew it happened eventually. Both Dan and Barbara lament that things didn't turn out as they had hoped, but considering how they mistreated their daughter and bullied their daughter-in-law, they brought this upon themselves. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.